Akwaba and welcome to Effective Team Management. My name is Cassandra Willis. I am the Director of Partnerships and International Collaborations here at South Shore University College. Let's get into it. Hello again and welcome to Effective Team Management. So let's start with our introduction to effective team management. Team management is about inspiring people, not just directing tasks. We must align talent towards a shared vision. We must build trust and collaboration. I read a quote one day by a basketball player, Hall of Famer. Talent wins games, but teamwork builds intelligence and wins championships. Michael Jordan. The purpose of team management. Let's get into it. It must achieve organizational goals, maximize team potential, and drive business results. The core elements of effective team management are leadership, communication, trust, and collaboration. Key management functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Let's talk about leadership as a whole. Leadership inspires and motivates members. It provides clear vision, and it guides towards an effective goal. Communication also shares clear information. It practices active listening and ensures alignment. We're going to discuss task distribution. This means that as a leader, you are assigning certain tasks to your team members. We will delegate based on strength. We will assign clear responsibilities and avoid micromanagement. Avoiding micromanagement is very important as a team leader. Sometimes team leaders have the tendency to be overbearing when it comes to trusting the process for their team members. Coordination is also important. Align team efforts. Ensure workflow efficiency and promote collaboration as well. Motivation is another top key in effective team management. Recognizing contribution. This area is very important. Most team members, employees, or staff, they value when their team leader, manager, or supervisor recognizes their efforts, their achievements, and their goals that have been set. Encouraging engagement means that you as a team leader, you want to encourage your team members to get involved, to help one another, to throw out ideas, and to not be afraid to speak up if you see something that is wrong. Let's maintain morale. Morale is very important. In most teams, you have one person that is usually the cheerleader. That is the person that gets everyone excited and involved with the task at hand. Conflict resolution. This is an area of expertise for myself. I am a certified mediator through master's education at Abilene Christian University in Abilene, Texas, where I achieved my certification as a master mediator. So solving problems is part of what I do in my job assignment currently. You must address issues early. This is key, very important. We should not let conflict or issues linger. We must deal with them immediately because if we allow it to fester, it could affect the common goal at hand. Encourage fairness. We should not, as leaders, try to side or look towards one or the other. We must treat all team members with equal fairness. We must promote understanding. Promoting understanding is also another key. Sometimes, as leaders, we just want the job done, but we don't want to understand or to figure out why things did not go the way it's supposed to go. So, if we take the time to understand our staff, understand our team members, then we can be effective leaders and things will go smoothly. Training and development. Let's identify skill gaps. This is also very important in effective team management. Identifying skill gaps. That means that if I assign a task to a particular team member and that team member can do one part of the task, but they have issues in another area of the task, I must be able to identify this in a timely fashion, either assign them to a different task or encourage someone to assist them in being able to complete the task at hand. Provide growth and opportunities. As effective team managers, you must provide growth opportunities. That means ongoing learning, consistent learning is key. We must support personal development. Personal development is very important as well for teams and employees. As a team leader or manager, you must be able to support the personal development of your team members by recognizing what they need to help them do their job efficiently. Performance and feedback. This is very, very strong, and it is a very key factor in any organization when you're looking for strong performers or effective team management assignments being completed in a timely fashion. We must monitor progress. That means that you want to keep up with what is happening with your team members at all times. You should never get relaxed or think that everything is running smoothly, because if they see you as a team leader checking, asking questions to see if they are on task with their assignment. Give constructive feedback. This is also key to having happy employees, excited employees, and employees that want to come to work. Giving constructive feedback, it helps them to see their weaknesses and to build on it so they can become stronger in the position that they are currently holding. Improve performance. Every manager, every supervisor, every team lead must encourage their teams to improve on their performance of the task at hand. 7 key skills that effective team management must focus on: communication, emotional intelligence, organization, delegation, which is key, openness, problem solving, which is another master key in effective team management, decision making. Now, in communication, to be an effective team leader, manager, or supervisor, your communication skills must be top notch. That means that you are not dictating to your staff, but you are conveying the assignment in such a way that they get it the first time. Sometimes we have a few people that you have to repeat it more than once. In that case, you need to start examining, are they capable of following through? Follow through is a must. Emotional intelligence. That means that you are observing how they handle pressure, how they handle engagement with other staff members is very important. How they handle constructive criticism or criticism as a whole. Do they break down or do they see it as a growing method? Organization. Organization is something where a lot of teams have issues with. There are some people that everyone wants to be the leader, but there's only one leader. Organization means that you must align yourself with the task at hand and stay in alignment with that task and allow everyone to do their assigned task effectively without pressure or animosity. Delegation. As a team leader, manager, or supervisor, you must be willing to delegate. Just because you're the visionary doesn't mean you have to carry the weight of the entire task at hand. Being able to effectively assign each team member, employee, or staff member a particular task that will help get the job done means that you are an effective manager, supervisor, or team lead, that you trust the process and you trust those that are working with you. Openness. Openness is also vital. Having your team members willing and able to come to you and share with you their likes and dislikes about what is happening in the position or the task at hand is key. You as a leader, supervisor, team lead, you cannot be closed-minded. You cannot feel like just because I'm the leader, what I say goes. No. Team means that it's not I, but it's we, and that everyone has an opinion and their opinion is valuable. Problem solving in any corporation, any institution, any job, any business, problem solving is key. The first thing most people want to know when you are assigned a task or given a job or hired to do a job, can you solve a problem without me, the current supervisor, being present? If you're able to solve a problem, you will become a superstar in your organization or your team. Decision making. Decision making is another task that is key in effective team management. Being able to make a decision without your supervisor, manager, or team lead around, that means that there was a situation where you had to make a sudden decision that was best for everyone that is involved, not just yourself as a member of the team. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is understanding the emotions of your staff team members. Building empathy is very important. Influence and motivate. Understand emotions. Every team member has a different personality trait. Personality traits and recognizing them is very important as a team lead and a manager. No one responds to the same reprimand, to the same job task or duty the same way. You have some that are eager to jump in and get the job done. Then you have some that will ask questions. How long? When? How long do I have to do this? When is it to be turned in or completed? Then you have some that say, "Oh, I'm not interested in doing this. I just don't want to get involved." Then you have build empathy. Building empathy as a manager, a supervisor, or a team lead is very important. You have to remember, before you became a manager, before you became a supervisor, before you became a team lead or an instructor, you was once a team member. You was once an employee. So you have to put yourself in the shoes of the people you are leading and not assume that everyone has arrived at the level where you expect them to be. Influence and motivate. As a team lead, you must be able to influence your team members, staff, or employees to be able to do the job effectively. You must motivate them to continue even if the task is hard, even if it looks like they're failing. Motivate them. Say, "You got this. You can do this. I trust you. I believe in you." This is key. Delegation. Delegation is assigning tasks effectively. Empower team members and building trust. Assigning tasks effectively means that you have assessed each team member and you specifically has given each team member the particular task that they have at hand because you have assessed them to be able to handle the job without you being a micromanager, making sure that they are effective in getting the job done. Empower team members. Empowering team members, that means that you have given them the authority to handle the task without you, again, micromanaging them. That means that you have said, I trust you in this process, and you don't need me to stand and hover over you to get the job done. Building trust. Building trust is key. That means that if I, as a team manager, supervisor, or team lead, have to leave the task at hand, I can trust the process. For example, my personal assistant and another individual, when I was the director of student affairs here at South Shore University College, we had several programs, and I had to leave before the end of the event or before the event was completely over. Now, I would assign them tasks to do and make sure that they understood what was to take place. I could trust them. I could leave the premises and know that they had everything taken care of. I didn't have to worry about whether they could do it or they were able effectively to handle the task at hand. It was something that it was a test in the beginning, but then I found out that they were able to follow through effectively. Team dynamics, behavioral relationships in teams. Every person has a different personality. Every person responds to things, as we stated before, differently. But behavior means that the outcome, what do they do? Do they storm off of the assignment? Are they loud, rude, and abrupt? Are they critical to their team members? That is a behavior issue. Do they defy authority? That means that they don't want to listen to what the team lead, supervisor, or manager has to say. Team dynamics also affects communication and performance. It also impacts productivity. Positive versus negative dynamics. In a positive dynamic setting, you find trust, creativity, and engagement. In a negative dynamic setting, you have conflict, low morale. An early sign of these different positive and negative traits in dynamics, in a positive and negative dynamic setting in effective team management, you will, if you do early intervention, it is key to solving a problem and diffusing disputes. Signs of poor dynamics: miscommunication, low morale, unresolved conflict, and lack of accountability. Low morale is also the effect of miscommunication. Unresolved conflict is the lack of accountability. When we're dealing with unresolved conflict, what happens is the lack of communication in the midst of resolving the problem in the conflict is what causes the lack of accountability, low morale, and miscommunication. That means that things that have been said were not explained clearly or effectively. Open communication is key. It builds trust and transparency. It encourages feedback and improves productivity. Active listening, very important as a team leader, manager, or supervisor. Focus on the speaker that comes to you with the problem or concern with the task at hand. Understand the emotions of the person that is sharing or speaking with you about the task at hand. Respond thoughtfully. Don't just pass it off as just another concern or issue, but make sure that you have the person walk away from you feeling as though you understand what their concerns were. Setting goals is SMART. S is specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is relevant, T is time bound. Encouraging collaboration is very important in effective team management. It uses proper tools, it promotes inclusivity, and supports teamwork. Conflict to growth. View conflict as an opportunity to encourage dialogue and strengthen the relationships. Continuous development. Ongoing learning is very important in effective team management. We must encourage our team members, staff, or employees to seek out other activities, engagement, networking events, videos, learning, AI learning, anything that will increase their productivity on the job. Team development programs are very important. Don't just be a team lead, manager, or supervisor in-house. Plan events and activities for your team members outside of the current place of employment. Skill improvement. Skills improvements are essential to effective team management. We must always be continuously developing our skills in our jobs or employment settings. In conclusion, leadership and communication are key. It drives strong team success. Continuous improvement is essential. I encourage you to apply these strategies in your teams. Promote collaboration and trust. Strive for continuous growth. Again, my name is Cassandra Willis, and I am the Director of Partnerships and International Collaborations here at South Shore University College, East Legon, Accra, Ghana. I look forward to your questions and answers in the next video.